It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Tyrone Lowe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is T-Lo Promotions, and I am the host and owner of The Legends. And in the House of the Legends, I have the diva recording artist, Vicky Martin. Hey, Vicky.
Hi, Tyrone. How are you?
I'm quite well. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, thank you. I'm wonderful.
Welcome to The Legends. So
Thank
we're
you for
gonna we're
having
gonna
me.
kick it off with when did you actually start singing? What age and
Ooh.
like that.
Uh, I want to say about eight.
Okay.
About 8 years old. My grandmother and my aunt, who raised me, pretty much used to have me singing at all the different events that took place at our house.
Okay. And who inspires you at an early age to actually, what kind of what kind of music were you listening to, and who made you want to sing?
Aretha Franklin made me want to sing. That's first of all. But as I got older, and that's only because I was like I want to say, I was under the grown folks, I guess you want to call it back then.
Okay.
I used to hear a lot of that. But then as I got older, I started hearing Shaka Khan. I started hearing Stephanie Mills. I started hearing those type of songs gave me what I want to call soul. Gave me the urge to want to sing and be heard like they did. So therefore I started singing their songs at our events, our home events. So
Okay.
that's who kind of
And
inspired me.
so do you remember your first recording? Your first demo. As far as
Hmm.
recording, let's talk about your first demo.
My first demo was crazy because Marshall Jefferson um heard me sing at the Peppermint Lounge, which is now an icon spot right now. But Marshall Jefferson heard me sing at the Peppermint Lounge. And I believe I was doing a Anita Baker cover, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And him and CC Rogers was there. And they pulled me to the side and asked me if I wanted to do some work. Now, mind you, I don't really know them. But my friends was like, go for it, go for it. Anyway, so we did. And Not Gonna Do It was my very first recording. And it was, I want to say, something that we were playing with, an idea. And let me tell you why I say that, because this gentleman by the name of Mike DeBradley. One day, I was in a really bad relationship. Like most songs, good songs are from bad relationships. I was in a really bad relationship, and I was writing down the things that I wanted to say to him, or how I was feeling, expressing myself in writing. And Mike DeBradley said to me, he's like, Vicky, that's a song. And I was like, it's not a song, but it was just writing. So that particular day that I went into the studio with Marshall Jefferson and CC Rogers in East Orange, I had this note in my paper. So if he called me, I'll know what to say. Instead of instead of just creating a song at the moment, I reached in my pocket and I said, I'm gonna try something. CC started playing something. Marshall started saying, see how it goes. I started singing, and Not Gonna Do It came out of that.
Wow. Out of a relationship, huh?
Yeah, out of a really bad relationship.
Well, it's
If
funny
you
how
remember,
experiences can actually express in different ways of something that's really epic.
oh
I
yeah,
should
oh yeah.
say.
And I think the reason why I did so well is because people could understand and relate to it. Because especially the part where it says 3 long years, I put my life aside, everything just for you. So it's like people could relate to it, and it was just amazing to me how people could actually relate to the song. So it did really well, and then we pretty much just kind of this is it. This is going to be the song. Marshall did his thing, and that's where it began.
So as far as that life experience, how did you apply it to your life? You know,
It's taught me something that
okay.
I'm not the only one that's going through things. And that a lot of times, if you listen to any of my songs that I write, I've learned from that song that the things that I'm going through, other people can relate, or I want to say, are going through the same thing or somewhat similar. And because they're going through somewhat similar, they're relating to the songs. So I no longer wanted to just sing. I wanted to, I hate to use the word minister because it sounds like it's a more like a spiritual church thing, but I wanted to minister to people. I wanted to have people understand that I relate to what they're going through. They can relate to what I was going through. So a lot of times now when I write things that I feel that it's either happened to myself or someone else. So writing that experience taught me that now I just don't want to sing. I want to be able to touch hearts, touch minds. I want to be able to help people. So a lot of my songs have, if you really listen to it, I know sometimes everybody want to dance to it, but if you listen to it, you'll see that there's a message in the music.
So when you got more into recording, especially the Soul House era, what was the first name of the? What was the first? What was the name of the first track that you actually recorded?
It was Not Gonna Do It. Well, most people
Okay.
called it I Need a Man.
Oh,
Is what they
okay.
called it.
All right.
But it was Not Gonna Do It. Not Gonna Do It was the very first one with me and Marshall Jefferson did.
Okay.
That was the very first one.
Okay. And the second track?
What was the second one? The second one, I should know this. I think we did the Martha Reeves and the Vandals over. Nowhere to Run.
Okay.
I think that was that. Yeah. I think that was the second. No, you know what? Let me correct this.
Okay.
There was a series of songs in between there, but a lot of times producers can't. Well, I'm not happy. Let's work on it a little more. So I did a song with Blaze, which was Kevin Hedge and Josh Milan and Chris when they were Blaze.
Right.
Oh my God, was it? Oh my God, I forgot the name of the song. That one I thought was going to be the second one, but we never. And it's crazy because I probably need to figure out if I can put that out. We never released it. We never, decided on releasing it. Then we did another song. Yeah, we did quite a few songs. I did a song with Troy Patterson, a Divas manager at the time and label. I did a song with Troy Patterson, and that didn't even come out actually, which is crazy.
Right.
So we end up putting out the remake of Martha Reeves and the Vandals, Nowhere to Run. Okay. And then I did the Stevie Wonder, All I Do. I did that one too. So it's quite a bit of them. Sometimes what we do, and I notice with me, we go into the studio and we just vibe. Whatever it feels like, if it feels like a good vibe, let's work on this a little more. We'll come back to it. And a lot of times we find something else that we want to put out before it.
Okay. The question I was going to ask you is that they have a lot of divas out there that's actually singing right now. So, everybody has their favorites. So can you at least give me your top two?
Oh, that's hard to say two.
Well, give me an odd number, give me an even number. Let's hear something.
You're putting me on a spot, Tyrone, because I came from the era of divas.
Right.
So I tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. Because you about to put me in some trouble because everybody probably would love to hear.
I wouldn't want to do that now.
You're putting me on a spot right now because I have so many very, very talented sisters, and I call them my singing sisters because they are so talented, and it's not just talent in the way of singing. It's talent in the way of writing.
Right.
It's talent in the way of vocal control, how they can do wonderful things with their vocal cords. I'm really, really, so I have to go and give you a list. So you're not going to get me in trouble with this one.
All right.
I'm first off, if I had to put my first one that pops in my head right now was Dawn Tallman. I love Dawn Tallman. Then I'm gonna need to go back to my girls, Chanel, Shivani. I have to go back to Sybil. I love me some Sybil.
Right.
I gotta go back to oh my God, you're killing me. Robin S. I gotta go back to Kamara Lovelace, Sheila Ford. You're killing me with this. Carolyn Hardy. Um, my Viola Sykes. Oh my God, you're killing me with
Well,
this.
listen, I'm
Kim
gonna
McDowell.
ask. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna ask you this: if you had a choice to work with an artist right now, who would you want to work with to do a duet or really want to do something with, off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, you know, Aaron K. Gray is good.
Mm-hmm.
But as a duet, if I had to, if I had to pick a duet, would probably be Sheila Ford or Aaron K.
Okay.
Gray. One of those. Sheila has a very distinguishing voice.
Right.
You know, so it would have to be one of them. I love Aaron K. Gray. I have been absent from Facebook and all the social sites because I'm, as you know, I have my nonprofit that I do
Right.
all of that. So I haven't really been there, but one of his songs popped up on my page and I was like, oh my God, I gotta listen because it sounds like he got a lot of wonderful stuff coming out. Aaron K. Gray is very, very talented.
Oh man, isn't he?
Yeah.
I had him on my show as well, you know.
Oh, you did? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have Sheila?
No, not yet.
Sheila Ford.
I will eventually get her. What we're going to do now, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
And while we're taking a break, we're going to listen to Vicky Martin's new track.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
For the love of house.
The dynamic soul sounds of
For the love
DJ
of
Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice.
DJ Tyrone Lowe. The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
Hey everyone, this is Tyrone Lowe, and we're on The Legends with the diva, Vicky Martin. Vicky,
hey,
that track is hot, girl.
I'm so glad.
When I first got it, I was like, wow. And you are right. It's such a powerful message in what you're actually trying to express, in your music. So let's talk about that track. Catch Me.
Watch me.
Watch me. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Okay.
Wow. I try not to get too deep in these conversations.
Okay.
I had a really, really, anybody that knows that I had a really, really rough life.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, from mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, the whole nine. Okay. I was always counted out that, you're never gonna make it, you're never gonna do this. And it seems like that path, I've always climbed above it. I've always been able to pray, of course, and climb to the next level. So a lot of times people don't understand that, yes, music is my love, but music is, I want to say, more of a second love than my first love.
Okay.
My first love is giving back.
Okay.
So a lot of people be like, well, Vic, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't. it's still there, but I believe, and again, I'm trying not to get too spiritual here, but I believe God wanted me to do more than just sing.
Right.
He wanted me to be a different kind of vessel. He wanted me to be able to assist people, help people. So I do a lot of work for the community, a lot of work for domestic violence victims, a lot of work for homeless people. So Watch Me came to me where people kept saying, oh, you know, you got to fine tune what you want to do. You just got to find one thing. No, I can do all things. Just watch me. And that's pretty much where it came from. It's like, you know, yes, I had a rough life, but don't label me. Don't label me. Don't stop me. Just know and believe that whatever I want to do, I can do it. Nothing is going to stop me from doing. If it's like 9 things, I'm going to do it. My saying, and actually, you know what's up on my wall here? It says to achieve a goal shows you're motivated. To achieve many goals shows your true blessed potential.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's actually on my wall. It's one of the goals that it's something I made up. It's like, yeah, you can do a lot of things, but to do a whole lot of things, to do many goals, to do that is showing your true blessed potential. This is really what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And my greatest feeling is, yes, being on the stage and loving that energy I'm getting from everybody. But the best, I want to say, feeling in the world is to find a homeless person someplace to sleep. To try to do some, I want to say, self-help, help people heal and understand what's going on with them. Mental health, talk to people about getting help, mental health, drug abuse problems. Just those are some of the things I want to do. You got many families, and I want to say many families who are struggling and then too embarrassed to ask for help. So a lot of times I give them email to contact me on, a voicemail. I don't tell anybody I'm helping them out. They'll come, they'll get food, they'll get furniture. We give away free furniture. We give out free haircuts. You know, so this is what the best feeling in the world for me is. So I tell people all the time, don't just box me, don't label me. Watch me. I can do all things, and I will continue to do all things. Music is my love. Don't get me wrong. I love music. I love it. That's where my roots is from, church, music. But I have other things that I believe I'm here for.
You know, that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's not a lot of people that's thinking on those that has that same type of mindset. You know, I'm a giver as well. You know, that's the reason why I do this show. I've been blessed with so many things that I give to the point where I give people a chance to be heard, you know, musically, indirectly, directly, you know what I mean? And I think it's a beautiful thing just to give, because like they say, you just can't keep a few things unless you give some things away. You know what I mean?
You know what? So that is the thing right there. I tell people all the time, I'm a praying woman. I really am a praying woman. We are from a praying family. With that being said, I tell them all the time, I keep getting. I'm blessed in so many ways. I get. Last time you and I talked, we were talking about closing on my house. Remember?
But a long time ago. I talked to some people.
Yeah, I know. It never happened. Hold on. It never happened. But I got a text today that my house is closing.
All right. See, that's
that house I've been waiting. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, I'm blessed. I tell people all the time, and I don't stress. I'm blessed. So the more I give and the more I do for others, the more I help out, I reach out. People, for some reason, and I get it. They'll send me links all the time. Donate to this, donate to this, donate to this. I'm a strong believer, and I won't donate to something that I don't believe in. Something that I think is I don't want to say a fly by night type of thing, but something that's not well thought out. Something that's just, I won't do that. So a lot of times when I see something, anybody will tell you, I will donate to something. I do it all the time, to something that I believe in. So, and I believe that's where my blessings come from. I believe because I give generously, not thinking about it, not asking for much at all, other than, the ability to be able to talk to my kids every day, the ability to be able to talk to my grandkids. Yes, and I got them. The ability to be able to get up, the ability to be able to help others, the ability to be in my right mind. Those things are gifts to me. Those are blessings to me. So I need those things. So that's why I just keep giving and giving and giving, because the more I give, you will not believe what I get back.
I can understand that. Well, I can identify with that. You know what I mean? So, hallelujah.
Yes,
that's all I can say.
All day, every day.
You know, has the pandemic actually increased or decreased you in the sense of your mindset and your advantage to actually give more?
Yes, because if you follow my organization, you'll see that we had to figure out ways to give people. Um, so what? Let me just tell you what we do. A lot of times, my organization is called the Lowe's Family Ties. What we
Hmm.
normally do is family who are, I want to say, working class families who are struggling or going through stuff will leave a, I want to say, a very very private message with their name, their address, their phone number. Pretty much let us know what's going on. For example, let's say you're behind in your rent and you have trying to figure out a way to help in your rent. What we'll
Right.
do is we'll figure out how many people are in your household, and then we'll put together food packages from our donors.
Hmm.
Um, let me see. Mm, we don't do pork because I just don't do the pork thing.
Right.
We make these. We make 6, 7 bags or whatever, and for a whole month, my husband will deliver food to your house for a whole month, hoping that
Okay.
you're using your other resources to help get through whatever it is you're going through. Even with
Right.
your, let's say your PSC&G is going off, or your car was possessed, whatever the case may be. You give us a confidential call. We will then put together food packages, bring that to you. You need furniture, I'll call my donors, tell me what you need. I'll send you pictures of what we have.
Right.
And we'll go get it. We'll bring it to you. All you need to do is just, be there pretty much to get it.
Right.
If you're having a hard time and uh, we just help. You can't afford to get your kids clothes. We have clothes that come in regularly. We have coats that come in regularly. We have shoes that come in regularly.
Right.
So the pandemic has hurt so many people, but I'm
Hmm.
blessed to say that it has not affected us.
Right.
Which is amazing to me. So that leads us to believe that we're supposed to continue doing what we're doing
Exactly.
because we've
For
come
the
into contact with a
mhm.
lot of people.
For the new people and the new generation that's coming into the craft of entertainment,
Yes.
what can you actually suggest to them?
This is a deep conversation, and it's probably going to be a second interview, so I'm not even going to be able to touch on everything. But let me just say this.
Mm.
I think one of the most discouraging things about the new generation is that they don't understand that music is healing. They think it's a feel good, yes, but it's supposed to heal you. For example, even if it's nothing but instrumental, it's supposed to be something that you love and you work with and you put all this energy in to deliver it to someone else. To me, they don't understand that. So they're, and I want to say this right, booty shaking music. They're
Right.
creating they're shaking this booty shaking music that
Hmm.
means nothing. It's repetitive. It's what we used to call Mike Dunn. Oh my God, Mike Dunn did a oh my God, I forgot the mix, but a mix where you just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. So
It's
it's
like a
not
loop.
really
It's like a loop.
it's like a loop, but that's not what he called. He called it something else. But the thing that gets me with that is like, you know, they're not really singing. A lot of them are not singers.
Are you talking about sampling and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, sampling. They're not singing. They're not.
Right.
The energy is not there. The love is not there. So
Okay.
it's not the same. So if I
Right.
had to tell anybody, and I do this a lot because my daughter sings very well, I might add.
Okay.
I say this all the time. If it is not, if you're not delivering something musically to someone that's going to either enhance them, make them
Right.
feel good, make them um, feel better, make them motivate them, or if you're not giving them something in that music, it's nothing but beats and bubbles, is what I call it.
Right. Okay.
It's beats and bubbles. Because you know what's gonna happen is a bunch of beats and you just gonna see a bunch of bubbles in your head. Nothing, you're not focused on nothing, you're not concentrating on nothing. So it's not really anything you're doing. So to me, I think the people who are the newcomers need to
Right.
focus more on music is supposed to be a message of healing. You decide what you want it to be. Healing, love, encouragement. That's what music is really supposed to do. It's not supposed to be just about booty shaking all the time.
Right.
It can't be just beats and bubbles.
Yeah, I hear you. Well,
Yeah.
I always say, music is actually a gift from God because
Uh,
I couldn't imagine what I'd be doing right now without it, you know. And so
it
it's
is.
certainly a gift,
It
you
is.
know.
That's exactly. See, when people start thinking of it that way, they do
I
well.
look at it that way,
They do well.
in fact, even if it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's still a gift.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
exactly how you utilize it and how you express it. Some people misuse it in a sense, you know what I'm saying, but that's when they run into that brick wall of not having longevity. You understand what I'm
Not
saying?
only just
So
longevity, but the respect for those who came before you. You know, it's hard for me. I think I said this one time, and I probably shouldn't have said it. And that's one of my flaws. When don't ask me how I like a song, just don't. I tell people all the time, don't ask me, because I don't want to lie to you, because I don't want you to think that this was perfect to put out. Even though my
right,
opinion is just my opinion, I don't want to lie. So I'll just say, okay, that's nice. But if you ask me my genuine opinion, you may not like it. So that's why I tell people, don't ask me, Vicky, how you like my new song. Okay. You know, and it's wrong to, you know, to a
hmm
certain degree, but depending on who it is, they'll
right,
ask me, and I'll tell them that is working. I love the message in it, and it's, to me, the message is supposed to carry the track,
right,
not the track carrying the message.
right.
In other words, I'm only liking this because the beat is bad.
Okay,
You know, the beat is hot, yes,
right,
but if the message or something in there that gives me that feeling of feeling good or motivation, or if something in that music, those lyrics, that does something for me, and the track is awesome, oh
right.
my God, what a winner.
So let
You
me
know,
ask you, what producers are you working with now, or what producer are you working with?
well, you know, it's crazy because I've been pushing and keep pushing. I get, you can imagine how many emails I get to work with. I just been pushing it off. I've been pushing it off. I'm gonna do what I'm calling Watch Me the Triumph. So I'm working with DML Studios and working on trying to get that done. I did that song with Ron Wally B.
Okay,
So I did that, and I want to put that out because the message to me still is not out there, that you can
right,
do anything you want. Just watch me. No matter what people say about you, just watch.
okay,
Shonda Trent, Antoine Quad, Chillax, trying to think who else, Wally B. They've been pushing and pushing and pushing this song, and it's such a blessing to know that I have these people behind it. But
right,
I still think the message is not out there yet. So I said, okay, let me
okay,
try the Triumph to let them
okay,
know. Watch
okay,
me, the Triumph, because
okay,
this is you overcoming it all. This is
mhm,
you doing it all.
okay,
So I'm gonna work with that. Who else was with this? Stacy Kidd and I been talking back and forth.
okay,
Oh my goodness, there's quite a few people that I'm
okay.
listening to.
Well, that's
I
nice.
got
It's good to know that you're proactive, but unfortunately, it's time to wrap the show up. And it's been a pleasure,
okay.
and I mean a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
have you on my show. And somewhere along the line, you're going to come back again. We're going to get deep again. You know what I'm saying? And
I would I would
I
love
thank
that.
you a whole lot. So this has been another T-Lo video production on the Legends, and stay tuned for another episode. And thank you guys, and thank you, Vicky, for coming to
Thank
the
you for
show.
having me. Thank you for having me, everyone. Thank you for watching. Love, love, love.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.